meant for like kids to get for presents for their teacher, but I got it for myself. You guys are gonna laugh. I got another striped caddy, so I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna smudge stuff. I don't even know really what to use it for, but I will watch YouTube videos and figure it out. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I know what you are thinking. Michelle, didn't you just do a Target haul like 3 weeks ago? Yes, I did. But that was before all of the back to school stuff came to Bullseye's Playground. I originally thought I had shown a lot of resistance this year. I thought I had only gotten things that I really truly needed, and I didn't really get anything that I didn't have a purpose for. Then I went out to my car and shamefully brought in all of the bags I had been hoarding out there and realized I got a lot more than I thought I had. However, in my defense, I've gone to several different Targets because of moving, so I'm totally gonna blame it on that. Where I lived before, I was directly across the street from Target. I am no longer across the street from Target, so that's probably a good thing. However, Target is right down the road, like 10 minutes away. Now, before I get too far into this, because I know some people do not watch all the way to the end, and that's completely okay, I wanted to let you all know that I'm gonna be filming a question and answer video this weekend. It has been a really long time, and my subscriber count has grown tremendously since the last time I did a Q&A, and I would love to be able to answer as many questions as I can for you guys. So if you have a question for me, whether it's about school or teaching or even just about me personally, leave it down in the comments. I will be happy to answer as many as I possibly can. I'm gonna film that video this weekend and it will go up sometime next week. So make sure that you guys get those comments in down below so I can check it out before that. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into it because I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a lot of bags. But this time of year is literally like Christmas for me. This is my favorite time of year, so I went a little bit overboard, but I think I deserved it. Okay, I'm going to start with this first bag, which has a lot in it. All right, one of the first things that I got is this chalkboard sign for the first day of school. Now, I had seen these for a while. They have them almost every year at the Target Dollar Spot. I know it's called Bullseye's Playground, but to me, it will always be the Target Dollar Spot. This sign was $5. Now, in the past, I've always seen them and decided not to get them because we all know on the first day of school, you do not have time to be filling this out for every single student. It's just not gonna happen. But the reason I went ahead and grabbed it this year is because I saw someone on Instagram, and off the top of my head, I don't remember who it was, but they had the idea of having all of your students hold it and taking their picture without having any of it filled out, and then going in on your computer and taking the picture and adding text box to put all of their information in. I just thought that idea was genius, and that's definitely something I can handle on the first day of school, and I do think it will be cute to give to all of the parents. The next thing that's in here is this little apple sign, and this was $3 and it says dream big. I think they come with different sayings, but I have only seen this one in like the 3 different Targets that I've checked, but I just thought this was really cute, and I'm a teacher, so I can't really say no to anything with an apple on it. I will just use this as some kind of basic decor in my classroom. The next thing that I have is this little pencil with the clip. So this was $3. I've seen teachers use these for like no-name papers. Personally, no-name papers don't really bother me. I mean, I say that now and you'll probably see me complain about it in a future vlog, but no-name papers don't bother me because I get to know my students' handwriting and I can pretty easily identify who the paper belongs to. And honestly, I can identify it way better than my students can. I've had my second graders come up and look at their papers and they have no clue if it's theirs or not. So no-name papers aren't a huge deal for me, but I just thought that this sign was so cute. I definitely want to hang it somewhere in my classroom. I have no idea what I will use it for yet, but I will make sure I keep you guys updated. Now I have a bunch of like breakable stuff. All right, the next thing that I got are these little pencil toppers. So these were $1 and they have green and red apples. I just thought these were so cute. And again, anything apple, like I know it's cliche, but I just can't say no to it. However, now that I look at it, there's only 18 in here, so I don't know why I only got 1 pack. If I only had 18 kids in my class this year, I will be jumping up and down and screaming because I am so excited. I do think these would be cute on like back to school pencils, so maybe if I find another one, I'll have to grab it. The next thing that I got is this little tote with an apple on it, and this was $3. I got this to keep in my teacher bag because there are definitely days where I am taking home extra stuff and it does not fit into my teacher bag, and then I'm carrying it or I'm putting it in plastic bags and they rip. So I thought that this would be a good bag just to keep folded up inside of my teacher bag, so when I need it, I can pull it out. And again, it has an apple on it. The rest of this stuff is all like breakable stuff, but it was so cute. I couldn't not get it. I did get this little like pencil jar thing. I just thought it was so stinking cute with the pink glitter on top for the eraser. It says you're a sharp teacher, so I think this is meant for like kids to get for presents for their teacher, but I got it for myself. So this was $3. I will end up putting this as decor on my desk or a bookshelf or something. I will find a purpose for it, I promise. Then I got all of these little crayon ceramic pieces. So these were $1 each. I do think they're breakable because they're ceramic. They feel pretty sturdy, so I don't think they would break easily, but I'm assuming if they were dropped on like a hard floor, they would definitely break. But I thought that these were really cute, and they did have them in all of the colors. So I got red, I got pink, I got orange, I got yellow, green, blue, and purple. So I covered all of the colors. I will definitely try to put them on a shelf somewhere. I don't know, but they were just so cute, and they're a small size. Like, I had to have them. Now that I'm sitting here going through the bags, I realize how ridiculous I sound because everything I've pulled out so far, I've said that I got it because it was cute, and I know that I shouldn't. However, like I said, this time is like Christmas for me, and it is one of the things that just makes me really happy, so I'm okay with it.
Oh my gosh.
All right, you guys, I was sitting here filming, and then I just remembered that I had 2 more bags in my closet. Oh, this is so bad. This is so much worse than I thought it was. Oh, I seriously have a problem. All right, I guess I'll go ahead and go through these bags. This one just has, you guys are gonna laugh, I got another striped caddy. If you guys saw my last Target haul video, you know how stinking excited I was to get this caddy. I was so in love with it, and I still am. So much that I got a second one. Long story short, I had tried to get one of these at my old Target, and I waited too long. They sold out, but I came to the Target here by where we are living, and they had them. So I got one a couple weeks ago, and then when we went this past weekend, they had more of them. So I went ahead and got a second one. I'm gonna keep one of them in my classroom, and then one of them is gonna stay here in my studio area. I'm gonna use it like on my vanity to hold makeup brushes, I think, although I definitely do not have nearly enough to fit in there, but that's okay. I will find a purpose for it. I just thought it was so cute, and it goes with all my decor, and I wanted another one because I waited so long to be able to get them. I got this little makeup organizer storage thing. It was only $3, and when you guys look these up online on Amazon, now, I'm sure this isn't real like acrylic, it's probably just some kind of cheap plastic, but acrylic makeup organizational stuff is really expensive, and I had no idea until I started looking at it. They cost like $10 to $20 just for like one little piece like this. So when I saw it, this one was $3. I had to go ahead and get it. I like that it has the holders for like lip gloss or lipstick. So this will be on my vanity. I will be giving you guys a full townhouse tour, so you guys will see how I end up using it. I also got these little happy birthday like certificate type things. They were only $1. And I do use these every year. I like to give my students a certificate. If you go to the teacher store and buy them, they are really, really expensive. So I decided to get these because they are cheap. There are 24 in here. I'm hoping that will be enough. Obviously, I'm gonna be at a new school this year. I still don't know where, so I have no idea what my class size will be, but I'm hoping that it will be under 24. I also got these pencils. So these were $1, and I am not a huge fan of these colors. Like, this is just not really the color scheme for me, but when I saw what was written on them, I had to get them. So the purple one says, try, 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 try. The blue one says, you are awesome. Green one says, make a new friend. The orange one says, don't give up. And then the red one says, work hard and be nice. And I just thought those were so cute. I only got 1 pack of them, so it's not enough to give them to all of my students, but I might use them at like a VIP table if I end up doing that this year. I don't know. But they were really cute. I love the sayings on them, and they were only $1, so I got them. All right, next bag. Okay, this one is pretty full. Okay, the first item I see in here is not even from Target. This is from Michael's. It is a photo case. I like to use these for task cards, and specifically differentiated task cards, and that's why I get them in colors. So when I do groups, whether it's reading groups, math groups, doesn't matter, I always have 4 colors: pink, orange, green, and blue. I have these cases, well, I do have rainbow ones because I've gotten those big kits where it has all of the rainbow ones, but I also have bought individual ones, and I have a pink one and a blue one. I'm still looking for orange and green. This is the closest I found to green. I know this is more of like a teal color. Ideally, I really want lime green, but when I saw that, I figured I would go ahead and get it because I don't want to regret it and then not end up getting one in like a green color. I also got this Teach sign. So this was, I don't see a price, $3. This was $3. It says Teach, and it has it in the different colored letters. I just thought it was really cute. And again, I will put it somewhere in my room. I could even use command hooks and like hang them on the wall. but I definitely love bright colors. That is one reason I do not do a classroom like theme. My theme is just bright colors because then when I find things like this, I can put them in my room and they will match really easily. I got another one of those apparently. I also got this one that says think. I know there was another one and I want to say it said read maybe, but I have not come across that one in any of my Targets. But I got this one, again, it was cute, it was $3. It happened. Then I got this little bag, and now this was $3, and it has these like train, is this a train? Yeah, these train felt pieces. I thought that this was so cute, and I bought felt food pieces for my students this past year for indoor recess, not expecting it to be a big hit, but my students absolutely loved them. They love the felt, and I like it because it's nice and quiet, and I thought that this would be really cute, especially for my boys, because they can build like the train tracks and they have the felt cars, and hopefully they will enjoy it. Hopefully I'm still teaching a primary grade because I don't think older kids would enjoy it as much, but for $3 I had to go ahead and get them. I also got this one, which is basically the same thing, but this one is a car set with road pieces. So again, $3, there's 21 pieces in here. It says there are 6 cars, 8 road pieces, 6 road signs, and the zipper pouch. I love having my students do like make-believe. I feel like with school, it has become so like rigorous for them that they don't get opportunities for that. So as much as I can foster that for them, I just think it's really important, and I love watching them play and seeing what they come up with. Okay, the last thing in this bag is this little notepad, and I saw someone, oh, it was someone on Instagram, I can't even remember who it was, but they had this notepad, and as soon as I saw that they had it, I knew I had to grab it for myself. So this side says yes, and then let me open it up and show you guys. This was $1, by the way. All right, so it is double-sided. Like I said, the front side says yes, and then look at the back, it says no. And I was just like, yes, that is for me. I did get some more little erasers because I love these for math manipulatives. They can be used for pretty much anything. These are rainbows, although it kind of throws me off because there's only pink, orange, yellow, and purple, but whatever. These are rainbows, these were $1, and there are 60 of the mini erasers in here. I also got some more binder clips because I love binder clips. I use them for everything. I got these that have the little apple on them. I thought these were super adorable. They were only $1. I'm not big on the colors. I like the green, but I don't really like primary colors like red and like a royal blue and a deep purple. Not really my jam, but the apples are just really cute. And then I did get these. These are more my color scheme. I like the really like bright colors. These also were $1, and these are a little bit bigger too. Okay, I know you guys can't see me right now, but this one I'm really excited about. So any of you guys who are currently teachers, especially if you follow teachers on social media, you may remember that last year there was a really big trend with light boxes. So the light boxes came from Michael's, although now you can find them a bunch of different places. It was like a rectangle shape, probably about this big. It had 3 sections, and you could slide words in there and pictures, and it would light up and you could display cute messages. And I love the idea of it, but at the same time, I just felt like it was something that was going to be more hassle than what it was worth. A lot of people were printing their own messages, and I was just not ready to prep all of that for the year. Like, I knew it was something I wasn't going to maintain, and who knows, this might be too, but I just felt like this was going to be a lot easier for me. So this is a letter board, and I got this from Target. It was $12.99. It does feel pretty sturdy, and it does come with 188 like black just plain characters. First of all, I love that this requires no electric. I was not a fan of the light boxes because you either had to plug them in or have batteries, and then if it runs out of batteries, you have to replace them, and I was just not about that life. So I love that this letterbox is something that can just sit there and display, and it requires no power. I also love all of the individual letters with these because I feel like I can just customize it much easier, and I don't have to worry about prepping stuff and printing stuff off. All I have to do is move the letters around, and I can even put a student in charge of it, and it can be their responsibility to change it weekly or monthly, however often I decide. Now Target also sells these little word packs to go with the letter board. So I got this pack. It says menu, goals, schedule, and to do, and it's in like a gold, a teal, and like a coral color. Now I probably won't use all of those words, but I did love the fonts that they chose. I was trying to figure out when I would use menu, But I don't think you guys really knew that I had done this because I don't think I was vlogging yet. But I did something called a book tasting this past year. It was a way to expose my students to different book genres at the beginning of the year. I transformed my whole classroom into a restaurant and I dressed up like a French chef. So I thought it'd be really cute to use the menu header and have like a menu board for that with the letterboard. Whether or not that will actually happen this year, again, I have no idea. But if it does, I'm prepared. I also got this pack. This one has Smile, Awesome, Laugh, and Favorite. So I can definitely find ways to use those. And again, I love the colors. I love the fonts. Okay, now this was not from Target. This was actually from Hobby Lobby, but I figured I would go ahead and show it to you guys. So this is the Heidi Swap brand, and this has all of the months. Let me show you this side. You can kind of see they're like this really pretty script font, and I love that they are black because I love black. It's just neutral and it goes with everything. So I will definitely use these for some kind of like monthly message that I display. They were just really cute. Now these were $12.99. I did have a 40% off coupon, so I got it for, let's see, that's the wrong receipt. Got it for $7.79. So for all 12 months, I didn't think that was bad at all. All right guys, we have made a lot of progress. I only have 2 bags left. The next thing I got is this, what is it? Metal board organizer. This came from Bullseye's Playground. It was $5, but I like that it was very neutral. I got it in the white color and it has this metal board with these little holes in it. What I plan on using this for is in my studio. I have a vanity section now because Billy was tired of me taking over the bathroom sink. I'm gonna find a way to kind of mount this on the side with like command strips or something, and then I will use it to hold all of my dangly earrings. But if you can think of a really cute way to use this in the classroom, please let me know because I would love to go back and have a reason to get a second one. Last bag, this is actually stuff that I got just last night. First of all, I got some Legos. They're not like Legos, but they look like Legos. So they just call them building blocks. These were $1 each. So they have a couple of different like color schemes. I think these two are kind of the same color scheme. They just have bright colors, and then this one has more like primary type colors. I got a couple of each. Now I bought probably 4 or 5 packs of these like a 1.5 years, 2 years ago, and I keep them in a bin for my students to use during indoor recess, and they absolutely love them, especially my boys. They ended up fighting over them all the time because I didn't have enough when I had like a huge table of students trying to use them. So I went ahead and grabbed a couple more packs. I do have to get a new container for them because my dad dropped it when we were moving and it broke, but it's okay. It was just from Dollar Tree. So I need to get a bigger container now that I have more of them. Now these are strictly for indoor recess. These do not fit with other Lego like boards. They're a different size, different shape, whatever. It's fine. That's why I have my students use them for indoor recess, because if they lose pieces, it's not really a big deal because they were so cheap. I also have some off-brand Legos that look exactly like Legos. They were just cheaper. I got them off of Amazon. They are in my Amazon store, and the link for that is in the description if you are interested. I do use those for like math lessons and even reading lessons. My students get to build like a scene and make a story and do writing with it. Those ones are used only for like real school assignments, and I don't let my students play with them. These are for my students just to have fun with. The next thing that I got are these adhesive rectangle label pockets. So there's 20 in here. They cost $3. I got 2 packs of them. These were really popular last year. I got some and I love them. I actually use them for student name tags because they were the perfect size. I hate name tags. I wish I could get rid of them altogether, but I know my students do really enjoy them, so that's why I kept them. These stayed on for probably about half the year. After half the year, my students have started picking at them, and I just took them all off because I hate when they sit there and pick at them. I am going to use these again next year, but I think I'm gonna talk to my class a little bit better about not picking at their name tags. And guys, if they don't hold up, it's fine. Like I said, I rip them off. I don't make new ones. Like, they just lose them. If they pick at them and it's coming off, sorry, you don't have a name tag anymore. I'm gonna try to create my own like labels to go in here. I can make them editable and put them in my store if and when I ever get around to that. But that is what I plan on using these for. Okay, the rest of this stuff is not really school related. I'll go ahead and show you guys what I got, but just be prepared. So I did get a lot of command strips. So because Billy and I just moved, we had to take down all of our pictures at our apartment. We hang everything by command strips. We are allowed to make small holes in the walls with like nails, but then we have to repair it when we leave, and I do not want to have to do that. So we use command strips. I've always had no problem with command strips. I absolutely love them. They are expensive, but when we're gonna be here for a couple years, like, I don't mind investing in them. So these are, what are they called? So this one is a little like value pack. It has 8 medium pairs and 4 small pairs, and these are like the Velcro ones. I really like these for hanging pictures. They work really, really well. The small ones hold up to 4 pounds. The medium ones hold up to 12 pounds. And then I also got these large ones. These hold up to 16 pounds. So I use these for a lot of my bigger pictures or my pictures that are really heavy because they have a strong frame. But again, these are my favorite for hanging pictures. I've had no problem. They stay up for years, and they're absolutely wonderful. And then these are just like the basic command strips, but you can use these with like the little hooks, and we have a lot of hooks that we used at our apartment and then took down. So we already have the hook part, we just need the sticky part to go behind it. And then I think the rest of this is all makeup. So I got this just like blush brush. I think this is Target brand. Yeah, Up and Up. So this is like Target brand. This one was $5.99, I think. But I did not have a blush brush. I was actually using the same brush for my blush and my highlight, so I decided to go ahead and get a blush brush. And then I also got this small eyeshadow brush. I'm not even gonna try to like say the name because I always see this name and I have no idea how to pronounce it. This one was a little bit more expensive. This one was $9.99, but you can just tell it's a little bit higher quality. And if I'm gonna use it a lot, I don't mind spending a little bit more. I also got, let's see, this is a precision smudge brush from e.l.f. I really like e.l.f. because they have like different price points. They have stuff that's only like $1 or $2. They have stuff that's like $3, $4, or $5. And then I think this one, right, this one was $5, which I don't think is bad at all. They had samples out where you could feel them and it just felt like a really high quality brush. So I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna smudge stuff. I don't even know really what to use it for, but I will watch YouTube videos and figure it out. I also got this small angled brush. I actually already own this same brush. I use it for my eyebrows, but I wanted to get one to try for eyeliner. I don't even know if this, yeah, it says you can line eyes. So I'm gonna try it. I mostly use like a felt brush type thing for my eyeliner, but I've heard really good things about gel eyeliner, so I want to try it, but I needed a brush for that. I also got this matte lip color from e.l.f. in the color Rich Red. This was only $3. I do really like their lip colors. I'm actually currently wearing their color Wine. It is my all-time favorite color, although it's probably worn off by now. This one is a little bit more red and it has less of like a pink, purple kind of tone to it, so I figured I would try it out because I only own like 2 lip colors currently. And then I also got this Wet n Wild one, which if you guys watched my last Target haul, I got a color called Mauve Out of Here, and it's that really pink color that you guys see me wear a lot. This one is called Think Pink. It's a little bit lighter and a little bit closer to a more like neutral color. So again, I'm gonna try it out. All right, that is my last thing from my Target haul. Although watching this back, I'm probably gonna be super embarrassed by everything that I got, but I felt like I went through it pretty quickly. I hope you guys like these kinds of videos. I love doing haul videos. I think because I love to watch them on YouTube. I watch haul videos, especially Target ones, all the time, so I hope you guys enjoy watching them. I also really enjoy filming them because it's less pressure. A lot of times for my sit down videos, I literally spend hours like preparing and just having as much information because I want to give you guys content. I want to give you guys information that you can use in your own classroom. But at the same time, I love to just sit back and have a nice relaxing video where I just show you guys everything that I got. If you did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up so I can reach more teachers. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so you don't miss any future videos. I'm getting really close to 50,000 subscribers, which honestly blows my mind. I had no idea my channel was going to grow to this, but I'm so incredibly grateful that it did. I'm so thankful for all the support I get from you guys. So when I hit 50,000 subscribers, I am going to be doing a really big giveaway for you all. So tell your friends, make sure you get as many people to subscribe as possible. Also, I'm going to be out of town from Sunday until Thursday of next week. I'm going to be in California for the Teachers Pay Teachers conference. So if you are going, please send me a message, leave a comment, something, let me know, because I would love to meet as many of you guys as I can. As always, thank you for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you want to watch the full video, make sure you check it out on YouTube. You can use the link in my profile or the bit.ly link down below. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end and for supporting my YouTube channel. If you want to check out any of my older videos, you can use the 2 links right down here. If you want to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos, you can use the link right up here. The links to all of my social media sites, my Teachers Pay Teacher store, and my Amazon store are down in the description box for you, and I will catch you guys in the next one.